boys, do you see where I am at right now? This is crazy. I'm in 0.52. The camera, I'm not gonna lie, the camera does not do its justice, but we're in the hills for today. The Hollywood sign is over there. I'm gonna give you guys a crazy house tour in my vlog today. I'm gonna just sit down and yap, but today I'm gonna be talking about why you need to put yourself first in whatever you do. And I'm here to talk to you guys about why you need to go ahead and put yourself first. Okay, it is extremely simple in anything you do at all, not just business, but we're gonna take business for example. Okay, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jake. I'm 19 years old. I run a clothing brand, which I'm wearing right now, and I have tattooed on my arm. We do around probably $30,000 a month with that. And then I run a brand scaling agency as well. And basically, all I gotta talk to you about today is how putting myself first over everyone and anything got me to where I'm at. Now you may say, Jake, that's selfish as fuck. What is wrong with you? It's the truth. And every other successful person I've met that got rich, I guess you could say quickly, within the first 3 years, put themselves over anyone. And that's really what you have to do. Now, I'm not talking about going and stealing money and doing any of this bullshit. I'm talking about your time. Okay? Time is money. That's an old saying, but it's actually true. And when you actually understand that, you are going to make sacrifices, right? You're going to sacrifice time with family. You're going to sacrifice time with friends. You're going to sacrifice money, all for the benefit of you. And it's true. That's really what you need to go ahead and do to really get this dream life, right? For me, I sacrificed, years. Sports, family time, friends, parties, even money, right? Mentorship programs, networking events, traveling. I've sacrificed it all, and all I can say is that it's honestly worth it. Obviously, I'm here from vacation, but if this is your first time watching me, I own my dream car. I live in a high-rise, just not in the city. I live in Miami, and I do pretty well for myself, right? All at the age of 19 years old, because I put myself first. But once you guys find out that time is actually money, your life is gonna change like that. You're gonna stop hanging out with people. You're just gonna lock yourself in a room, and you have to grind. Because that is the honest truth. Like, you'll see me now working maybe 3 to 4 hours a day, but that's because I have everything automated, right? When you're in the trenches and when you're really in this grind phase, you're gonna be working, 10, 13, 14, 15 hours a day in whatever business you're in. And that's just the truth, I'm gonna be honest, right? For the first year of your business, that is the hardest part. Once you get from that starting day one, to the first 365 days without stopping, that's how you know you're gonna get rich, right? Because one, you're gonna improve to the point where you're actually starting to make some, money, right? It doesn't have to be a lot, it can be, 2, 3K a month, but it's progress from what you were doing before. Once you start making, a decent amount of money, let's just take freelance brand scaling, for example. You've been working really hard, you've been doing your own outreach, doing your own client work, doing your own sales calls, doing literally everything in the business, and you're making a decent amount of money. This is where you have to go ahead and sacrifice some money for you, but push you first. This is when you're gonna start hiring people. Now, you wanna go ahead and hire people who are obviously smart and qualified, which I'll go ahead and talk about in another video. Or if you have questions about that now, you can literally just DM my Instagram. I'll give you some people too. I really don't care. When I say put yourself first, this is before you get rich. The world revolves around money. You need money to live. The more money you have, you can go ahead and help out your family, help out your friends, and just overall enjoy life more. But what you have to do to go ahead and actually get that money, you need to sacrifice yourself, you need to sacrifice your time, and you need to sacrifice money to go ahead and get there. You need to get rich. It's that simple. And God obviously wants you to be rich. God wants you to be successful. That's why you also need to be a good person when it comes to money. Yeah, so there's a lot of rich people that are very bad people. That's why you need to go ahead and make the difference to, one, serve God, two, do good things with your money. So after you sacrifice that year, 2, 3 years to yourself to go ahead and make all this money, you need to give back, bro. Donate to charity, donate to family. Pay the dinner bill for your friends, pay the dinner bill for a random person, do whatever you can to give back. That money is just gonna flow and flow and flow, and it's gonna come right back to you. That's just how the world and God work. Now, speaking on that topic, you can't lose. It's physically and virtually impossible to lose. The only way you lose is if you quit. It's literally volume negates law. Bro, I didn't even apply to a single college. I worked one job in my life. I literally started this shit with no knowledge. I just want to ask you, why the fuck am I here and you're not? It's as simple as just doing the work. And with that being said, your growth determines on two different factors. It's your rate of learning and your rate of change. And the moment you could optimize your rate of learning with your rate of change, that's when you're gonna get fucking rich. So with that being said, you need to act with speed. You need to go ahead and put yourself first. Once you put yourself first, you're gonna go ahead and have 14, 15, 16 hours a day to go ahead and put towards this business for the first 1 to 2 years. And after that, your life is actually changed forever, and you'll be able to do stuff like this that I'm doing right now every day. So I just want you to imagine yourself in my shoes right now. I woke up today. It's 4 p.m. right? I made just under $2,000 today. I should collect another 2K payment today for the brand scaling agency. I'm literally about to go shopping in LA with my boys after I film this video. They're literally waiting on me downstairs. We're renting a G-Wagon there, and then we're gonna go out later. But it doesn't affect any of us. So I just want you to think that it's actually truly possible. And once you put yourself first, you could literally live the life that I'm living. But with that being said, I mean, I don't want to yap too much. I'm gonna be honest here. Make sure you guys go ahead and sub to this channel because I'm gonna be posting a lot of yapping videos. And make sure to follow my Instagram as well because you're gonna see some crazy shit, some motivation. And you guys are actually gonna get a look of how I actually run my business on my Instagram too. Because I talk about it a little bit, you know, in my YouTube, but all of it is mainly on my Instagram. So with that being said, you can follow me there. But once again, I appreciate y'all, each and every single one of y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, sub, do whatever you can to blow up this video because I know you guys think I deserve to blow up too. So with that being said, I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.